For decades, the world has been watching a silent war. One fought not on battlefields, but in laboratories, intelligence rooms, and behind closed diplomatic doors. This is the untold story of the high-stakes triangle between Iran, Israel, and the United States. A story where satellites, spies, cyber weapons, and secret treaties shape the fate of millions. It all begins in 1957, when the US helped Iran, yes, Iran, develop its first nuclear reactor under the Atoms for Peace program. But after the 1979 Islamic Revolution, the relationship flipped. Iran went from ally to enemy overnight. And ever since, the West has feared one thing: a nuclear-armed Iran. But here's the twist. Tehran insists its nuclear program is peaceful. Yet multiple intelligence leaks, UN inspections, and satellite images suggest otherwise. Hidden facilities like Natanz and Fordo raised serious suspicions. Iran says it's about energy independence. The West says it's about building a bomb. That's when Israel enters the game. Israel views a nuclear Iran as an existential threat. In 1981, Israel bombed Iraq's nuclear reactor. In 2007, they hit Syria's. So it's no surprise they've taken a more shadowy approach with Iran. Assassinations of Iranian nuclear scientists, mysterious explosions at research sites, and one of the most sophisticated cyber attacks in history, Stuxnet. Developed jointly by the US and Israel, Stuxnet infected Iranian centrifuges, causing them to malfunction without a single shot fired. But Iran fought back. Cyber attacks on Israeli infrastructure, oil facilities set ablaze in Saudi Arabia, and secret proxy wars in Syria, Yemen, and Iraq. This is a war fought in silence, but with very real casualties. Now, enter the secret agreements. In 2020, leaks suggested that the US and Israel had an undisclosed pact. If Iran reached weapons-grade uranium levels, Israel would act militarily, with or without US support. Washington denies it. Tel Aviv remains silent. But intelligence insiders say that the red line has already been crossed. And here's the most disturbing part. Multiple Iranian insiders have gone missing. Scientists, military advisors, even mid-level politicians disappeared. Some say they defected. Others believe they were silenced. The truth? Buried under layers of plausible deniability. Meanwhile, the civilian population lives in uncertainty. In Israel, gas mask distribution centers quietly reopened. In Iran, military parades showcase long-range missiles capable of hitting Tel Aviv. Both sides are preparing for a war that officially doesn't exist. But the world is watching. China and Russia publicly back Iran's right to nuclear energy. Saudi Arabia and the Gulf states covertly support Israeli actions. A global chess game, where every move could trigger the next world war. So, here's the question no one wants to answer. Are we already in the early stages of World War III? You won't hear this on the nightly news, but the clues are there. The missing scientists, the silent cyber attacks, the red lines crossed without headlines. Stay alert, stay informed. The war you don't see is often the one that changes everything.